Sergei Lavrov has accused Ukrainian extremists and hardliners of seeking to spark a civil war. For more on those comments, let's cross to our correspondent in Russia, Shaun Walker. Shaun, what more can you tell us about Sergei Lavrov's comments? Apparently he considers this sanctions the EU is considering as bullying.
Well, that's right. As we very often see, the Russians and the EU have a very different view of what's happening. We see that in Syria and we see it equally in Ukraine. All along, Russia has seen this as a legitimate government trying to put down protests. It doesn't see why Viktor Yanukovych should put up with protesters that were initially peaceful even in the center of Kiev. And as you say, Sergei Lavrov, some quite strong comments today about extremists. Of course, there are some extreme elements, but Russia's very keen to play those up. And really, the last 2 days, we've seen Russia quite aggressive on the Ukraine situation. If you looked at the Russian Foreign Ministry's Twitter feed, it's been engaged in some extraordinary spats with European foreign ministers. And last night, it said that the European leaders were trying to get the ideas of their ill heads and project them onto Russia. So while the EU's been saying that Russia is intervening, that Russia is putting pressure on Yanukovych to crack down, the Russians, as always, see it very differently.
And Shaun, what's the latest on Moscow's massive loan to Ukraine?
Well, that's right. Of course, 15 billion of aid was promised when Putin and Yanukovych met months ago. That Russia's supposed to release another 2 billion of that this week. Ukraine said that was delayed for technical reasons, but they were expecting it on Friday. And today we had some pretty strong words from Dmitry Medvedev, who said Russia in principle is willing to release this, but it thinks that the Ukrainian authorities must be in fighting form and they must not be used as a doormat. So some fairly strong words from there from Medvedev that look like Russia's encouraging Yanukovych to crack down on these protests.
Thanks very much.